Welcome everyone. We recently got the first set of spoilers for Final Fantasy thanks to the weekly MTG stream, so let's check out what we saw. Commander decks are actually the first reveal. These were spoiled the day before by a rogue IGN post, or was it? Is this just marketing and we're all paying a giant corporation to trick us repeatedly? The first deck is themed around FF6, and each of these decks will maintain a theme of just one game, so everything in this deck is FF6 related. The deck is led by Terra, Herald of Hope, with the trance ability to let you mill 2 and give Terra flying. Then when she deals combat damage, you can pay 2 to return a creature power 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Cloud is leading the FF7 deck. He has haste and attaches a big ol' equipment when he enters, and when he attacks he gets to draw a card for each equipped attacking creature, and if he has 7 power, make 2 treasure tokens. So hopefully he'll trigger himself the turn he enters. How old do I have to get before triggers himself isn't funny though. Next is Titus. I ain't pronouncing it right. This is my boomerism, and I will die, and it's Titus. Best artwork of the normal cards though. His main ability lets you move a counter at the start of combat from a creature you control to another creature you control. Then his cheer ability triggers if one or more creatures with a counter on them deal combat damage to a player. You get to draw a card and proliferate, but only once. Y'shtola is the final deck. Obvious choice here because 14 is the most popular FF ever made, and she's the most popular character. Wizards is going to try to lure people, and this character has to lead a commander deck. She has Vigilance, an ability that if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. Secondary ability lets you drain 2 when you cast a non-creature spell of value 3 or greater. Is drain the right word there? I feel like you lose 2, I gain 2 is too much to say. I like drain. Let me know what you think is the best wording for that mechanic in the comments. Got the Jumbo Cactar right after it to show off the woodblock art treatment. There are a lot of famous Final Fantasy artists that will be contributing to these cards, so keep an eye out for your favorites. This guy is also a game ender, so you better have removal if he comes out. Next up is Sin, Spear as Punishment, or a Good Boy. How about we just tell a good boy when he's good boy? He's let you mega ramp, so that's wild. His ability says that when he enters or attacks, exile a permanent from your graveyard at random, then create a tap token on that card. If it's a land, repeat the process. So at least when you play him for 7, he doesn't just brick and dupe a land for you. You're going to get something off of him. Tomberry looks to be a very playable 1-drop. Definitely a limited killer. We'll see if he's good enough for standard. There was a promise of cards and varieties of rarities, so I wouldn't be shocked if there's a King Tomberry or something a bit more powerful coming as well. Stiltskin makes an appearance. Do appreciate that each card has a marking by the card number for which Final Fantasy game they come from. He has lifelink and lets you give away permanents to draw cards. Bro, and come on here. Saz's Chocobo, one of the all-time GOATs in Final Fantasy. Saz is easily the best Final Fantasy character of the 2000s, and his Chocobo is better than that. A 1-drop with a landfall trigger to give him a 1/1 counter? This is awesome. We got flippers for some of your favorite floppers. Garland, Knight of Cornelia, is a double phase card. He lets you surveil 1 when you cast a non-creature spell. Then when you pay 7, you can bring it back flipped from the graveyard as Chaos! Yell that 5 times fast, Jack. Then they show this whack dude. Cecil, the least dank knight who flips to a paladin. Someone let Nomura rewrite Final Fantasy IV already so this guy isn't so lame. And let him write it like Kingdom Hearts so no one gets it, and all they had to do was let Donald Duck and Goofy do RPG stuff, and he messed that up somehow. We got Emmett Selk Unsundered, who's hopefully the new Rafine Scheming Seer. When he enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card, and if you have 14 or more cards in your graveyard during your upkeep, transform him into Hades, Sorcerer of Eld. Now you get to play all those cards you pitched anyway, but nothing new enters the graveyard, it gets exiled instead. I felt so motivated to boot up a PS4 and go catch some fish when I saw this card. King of Fishing is right. They made the right call. Why finish Final Fantasy 15 when fishing was done? It's gold. Ship it. When this card triggers though, transform it into Cooking Campsite for some ramp and counter distribution. Summons are being translated to Magic as Enchantment Creatures Saga Elementals. Yes, so here's 4-type Shiva who costs 5, but will stun down 2 creatures and hopefully draw you cards from them before her saga resolves. She also has a 4/5 body, which is just brutal, because come on, the whole point of Shiva is she has a 10/10 body, right? The bonus sheet is called Through the Ages, and let's not throw our boners away yet from Shiva. The first thing shown here is Dragon of Mount Gold, drawn by Yoshitaka Amano. It's a reprint of Ancient Copper Dragon, but if you're running Ancient Copper Dragon, just rip it in half now and pay for this thing. And why does this guy still work here? Nomura has the chance to draw a magic card, so he just keeps going back to underage girls with a Yuffie card. This man has a disease and he needs more help, not more belts. The starter kit is sick though. 2 decks made by Sephiroth and Cloud. Spectacular product to try to get someone who's never played Magic in with the Final Fantasy set. Final Fantasy is standard legal, so all the cards in this box will be reusable, unlike the Assassin's Creed set from last year. I still have a case of that, by the way. Can someone price check me Assassin's Creed collector boosters? Am I just sunk? Alright, so that's all the details. Set is launching on June 13th, but that's wide release. Pre-release is going to be on June 6th, so come join me as I drive to all 100 stores near me to buy one Final Fantasy pack at a time until I find my beloved Squall. Thanks for watching. Take care.